Okay, welcome to the Grasshopper skill training video. As always, you can download the attached PDF to follow along. So Grasshoppers is an interesting skill training level because we're going to combine both a 10 pair and a 5 pair in a single bead movement. So we're going to be using everything we've learned from beetles all the way up through bees. And in all of these example problems, we will be doing additions by subtracting a 10 pair in the form of a 5 pair. So let's go ahead and take a look at what some of these examples might look like. All right, so here in this first example, we're going to start off by entering 17 on the soroban. And next we need to add 6. Okay, to add 6 here, well, that's a 10 pair addition. So I add 1 to the next rod left, but then I need to subtract 4 here on my target rod. But to subtract 4, I don't have enough earthly beads touching the reckoning bar, so I'm going to have to use my 5 bead on top. So therefore I have to subtract the 4 in the form of a 5 pair. So subtraction 5 pair rule says I need to add 4's 5 pair, which is a 1, and then subtract the 5. So there I have an interim sum of 23. Next I'm going to add 2. Well, 2 is a straight up 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 2's 5 pair 3. Next I need to subtract 8. Well, that's our spider's subtraction rule by subtracting 1 from the next rod left and add 8's 10 pair 2 for a final answer of 17. All right, so that might look a little bit tricky at first, but you will get the hang of it in no time. Let's try another example. Okay, here we're going to start with 6, and then we're going to add 7. Okay, to add 7, well, that's our 10 pair addition rule. We add 1 to the next rod left, and then I need to subtract 7's 10 pair, which is 3. But to subtract 3 here, I have to do it in the form of a 5 pair by adding 2 and subtracting 5. Okay, and next we're going to subtract 9. All right, well, that's a 10 pair subtraction. Take 1 from the next rod left and add 9's 10 pair 1. And then I'm going to add 7. All right, that's a 10 pair addition again. I add 1 to the next rod left and subtract 7's 10 pair 3 for a final answer of 11. Okay, well, let's keep going, and hopefully with a couple more examples, this grasshopper movement will come clear to you. All right, let's start off with 15, and then I need to subtract 7. Okay, well, I take 1 from the next rod left and I add 7's 10 pair 3. And next I'm going to subtract 2. Well, that's straightforward. And then finally I need to add 8. Okay, to add 8, well, that's a 10 pair addition. I add 1 to the next rod left, and then I need to subtract 2, but I only have 1 earthly bead touching the reckoning bar, so I'm going to have to subtract that 2 in the form of a 5 pair by adding 3 and subtracting 5 for my final answer of 14. So that last step was our grasshopper move there. All right, let's try one final example here, and hopefully this is getting a little bit clearer for you. All right, we're starting off with a 5, and then we're going to add 9. All right, to add 9, we add 1 to the next rod left. Then I need to subtract 1, which is 9's 10 pair, but I don't have any earthly beads here, so I'm going to have to use that 5 bead. So to subtract 1 in the form of a 5 pair, I add 4 and subtract 5. So there was our grasshopper move. And next we're going to add 8. All right, well, add 1 to the next rod left and subtract 8's 10 pair 2. And then we're going to add 3. Well, to add 3, that's our 5 pair addition. Add 5 and subtract 3's 5 pair 2, and we have a final answer of 25. So there you have a first look at grasshopper movements combining both 10 pairs and 5 pairs in a single movement. If you need to, please go back and review anything that wasn't clear at first, and good luck with your training.